Now when we talk about assessments, we are going to talk a little bit about the format of tests or the format of how you are going to evaluate learning or gather feedback from the learner when we talk about mobile learning. When we talk about e-learning, we all know that we have certain formative assessments and we have a mastery quiz at the end. Usually we use multiple choice questions, single select, sometimes multiple select in the mastery quiz, and we use all kinds of question types in the formative assessments like drag and drop, match the following, games, puzzles, quizzes. The choices are much more when we talk about e-learning. But when it comes to assessments in mobile learning, then there are some peculiarities. Let us see what they are. The first and the foremost thing we should remember when we are designing for mobile learning is how learners who are also users or owners of the mobile device, how do they use the mobile device? There are a lot of studies which are made to see how much time a person spends in what different activities as far as his mobile phone or iPad is concerned. When we talk about a mobile phone, we see that substantial time is spent in playing games. We all know that, we also do that. Actually, talking, orally is much less compared to chatting or listening to music or visiting or surfing on the internet. All these occupy a lot of time of the learner, and the user uses a lot of his time even playing games. We see that not only in the younger generation but also in the older generation. So this is one fact which we should remember and leverage when we talk about assessments for mobile learning. So the whole orientation we need to change to make our assessments more game oriented rather than the conventional kind of MCQs and other question types which we are so used to in e-learning. Some guidelines is that quizzes and games are very popular. As I mentioned, quizzes are extremely popular. A case to point is the number of quizzes people take on Facebook. A lot of self-awareness kind of psychological profile kind of quizzes are extremely popular on Facebook, and people are used to taking these kind of instruments. So as instructional designers, I think it will make a lot of sense for us to rethink how we are going to test a learner in his mobile learning. So it should be short and sweet, the questions and the quiz also. Additionally, unlike games on PCs which are designed keeping in mind the keyboard and the mouse, mobile games we need to keep in mind the touch interactions of mobile platforms and how exactly the user uses his fingers. Most of us use single fingers, some of us use both the thumbs. So these are some of the things we need to keep in mind when we design the game or the quiz. And there's another suggestion here that if the assessment piece, whether it's a game or a quiz or a puzzle, is designed in such a way that it resides locally on the device, then the learner will have the facility of accessing the game or the assessment even if he is not online, and he can do it whenever he has some time, not necessarily being online. So if we can think of designing the piece in such a way that it resides locally and he doesn't need to be online to assess the game, it would be convenient to the learner. As far as regular tests are concerned, mastery quiz, again the questions need to be short and simple, and if at all you wish to have a text box or a free writing field, you should make sure that it should be limited to not more than 5 words because of the inconvenience of typing longer sentences. Is that we can use true or false and multiple choice questions very well, but then when it comes to question types like drag and drop or even match the following, fill in the blanks. These are some of the question types which are not very amenable to mobile learning. So we have to restrict our the conventional test types to true or false and match the following. Multiple choice. When it comes to evaluation of learning, this is not a very peculiar thing which is only related to mobile learning. We do take feedback from the learners regarding specific aspects of the course or his reaction level feedback in terms of surveys or various kind of polls which we do use in e-learning. They can be used more easily in mobile learning because people are again used to taking these kind of things on mobile. So polls can be used for various reasons. As we all know, we can also, with these kind of instruments, we can also find out how the learner is using his mobile instrument. So polls, surveys and more detailed feedback is also something which we can very easily use in mobile learning. So this is the feedback piece of it. We can obtain detailed feedback about course content or any aspect of usability or applicability to their jobs or certain features or interactions which we have used in the courses. We can always take feedback at the end of the course through the mobile device.